Hey everyone, welcome to a Yogi's Diary. My name is Panna and I'm your yoga teacher for this session. Today's diary entry is a quick sequence, a short sequence that you can practice at any point of the day. If you don't have much time but you want to get something in rather than doing nothing, then this is a great practice to take you through the rest of your day, or just to help energize you, to see you through the balanced part of your day. So it's going to be a well-rounded practice, but short and quick. So let's begin by initiating our practice and chanting Om. So just place your hands in Chin Mudra, keeping the back straight, shoulders relaxed down. Think of lengthening your spine up and then gently closing your eyes. Just let go of everything around you and try and bring your awareness to your breath. As you inhale, take a deep breath in. And then slowly open your eyes. Alright, so we're going to begin our practice by coming onto our hands and our knees for a few cat and cow stretches to just open the back up. So check that your wrists are directly in line with your shoulders, the knees are in line with your hip joint, and your toes are pointing away. So starting by arching the back as you inhale, drawing the chest forward and looking up gently. As you exhale, draw the abdomen in up towards the spine, dropping the head down and lifting the upper and middle back up towards the ceiling. And again, slowly as you inhale, arch the back. As you exhale, round the back, curling the tailbone under, like the tail of a dog comes between its legs, and drop the head down. Think of lengthening the back of your neck as you drop your head down. And again, inhale for one last time, arching the back, pointing the sit bones up. And as you exhale, rounding the back, drawing the navel in and curling your tailbone under. And then bring it back to a neutral position. Alright, now bring your knees together. We're just going to activate the entire body by lifting the knees off the mat and lift it to a height that the knees come in line with your heel. So fingers are all spread out, hands are directly under my shoulders, squeeze the knees together, draw your navel in and lift the knees up, holding it there for a count of 10, 9, so keep your elbows soft, keep the shoulders away from the ears, and really focus on engaging your abdomen, your core. 3, 2, 1, and gently bringing the knees down. Alright, and now from here, just walk your hands forward, bring the shoulders forward, take your right foot back, and we're preparing to come into the plank position. Take your left foot back, coming over here, stay in this position for a couple of breaths, and then we're going to prepare to go into our downward facing dog. So this is a great position to assess where you need to keep your hands and your feet, and then for the downward facing dog, and then go into the downward facing dog, looking at your feet. Gently bend the knees one at a time to let go of any tightness that you might be experiencing in your hamstrings. Most of us have terribly tight hamstrings, so this one is a really good way to just stretch them out, lowering the heel as low as you can take it. It also helps to loosen out your lower back. And then come back to a very still position, activating your fingertips, pressing them into the mat rather than the heel of the palm. Move your shoulders away from the ears, hold it there.
And then lift your right leg up towards the ceiling for a three-legged dog, keeping your hips square. And as you inhale, bring your right foot forward, next to your right hand, lowering the left knee and looking straight ahead. Curl your toes for the left leg. Keep them curled under, and we're now going to just lower and lift this leg. So lift it up in a way that you're literally on your fingertips. The body's in one straight line from your head to your heel. Activating your right leg, pressing down into your right foot. Lower the left knee down. Keep the toes tucked under. And again, lift. We're going to do this one 5 times. And lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower down. And lift. Lower it down one last time. Lift, hold it there, and lower. Alright, and then from here, point your toes away. Walk the right foot all the way to the outside edge of your right mat. And then either you can walk your hands forward, if this is accessible, or the second option is to come down onto your forearms in this position. Or you can go all the way forward with both your hands, relaxing your forehead down towards the mat. So whichever position you feel flexible enough, depending on what point of the day you're doing this session, you can choose that position. Stay there. This is a great hip opener. It's a variation of the lizard pose. So just stay there, breathe. Allowing your left thigh to lower down towards the mat. And then gently come back onto your hands. Curl the toes at the back. You're going to take your right leg back and come back into a plank position. Just check where your hands and your feet are. And then lift your hips up for the second downward facing dog. This time trying to stay a little still. Taking a few breaths. And then as you inhale, lift the left leg up for your three-legged dog. Take it as high up as you can at this point. Drawing your navel in, keeping your hips square. Take a deep breath. Inhale, bring your left foot all the way forward, next to the left hand. And lower your right knee down, pointing your toes away, lifting up. So just allowing your right thigh to lower down towards the mat. And then curl your toes for the right foot. You're going to lift the right leg up and down 5 times. So lift the leg. Remember, from the head to your heel, your body's in one straight line. And a good way to do that is think of moving your abdomen away from your thigh. And then lower. Keep the toes tucked under. And lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift up. And lower. Lift up. Last one. Stay there for a moment. And lower. Right. Pointing your toes away for the foot at the back. Walk your left foot to the outside edge of the mat. Choose your position for your arms. You can have them straight under over here. You can come down onto your forearms, or you can walk your hands all the way forward, relaxing the head down. So just stay in whichever position you choose for a couple of breaths. Lowering your right thigh down towards the mat. And then come back onto your hands, fingers nice and open. Curl the toes at the back for the back foot, lifting that leg. Take your left leg back, coming into a plank position. Staying there for a moment. And then go back into your last downward facing dog for this session. Drawing the navel in, rolling your shoulders away from the ears, rolling them back. Pressing down with your fingertips. Activating your knuckles, lifting them up. Imagine you're creating a little suction between your palm and the mat. And then from your downward facing dog, very gently go into the plank and then move into an upward facing down, allowing your hips to come down towards the mat, but not really touching the mat. Roll your shoulders back, lift the head up, stay there for a moment. And then again, come back into a plank, go back into a downward facing dog. Come back into your plank. I'm going to do this twice more. Lower the hips down for an upward facing dog. So it's a variation because my toes are tucked under. Again, back into a plank. For a moment into the downward facing dog. Come back into a plank. Lower the hips down for an upward facing dog. Stay here for a moment, maybe move your hips from side to side. And then lower the hips down all the way to the mat, pointing your toes away. Bringing your hands under your shoulders, forehead on the mat. So we're going to prepare for the Cobra or Bhujangasana. So check that your hands are directly under your shoulders. Ideally, feet should be together, but if you're someone who has a stiff back, stiff lower back, or a weak lower back, it's better to keep your feet hip width wide. All right, and then as you inhale, brush your forehead, your nose, your chin, your chest off the mat, and lift up just enough that if I ask you to lift your hands off the floor, you'll be able to do that. So you're not engaging your arms at all, but you're actually using your back muscles to lift you up. Drop the head back. And then coming down. The next pose we're going to do is Sarpasana, the snake pose. So interlock your fingers behind the back, feet together ideally. Roll the shoulders back as you're squeezing a walnut between your shoulder blades. And then inhale, lift your head, your chest, and extend those arms back, keeping them parallel or to the floor or even lifting them up. Stay there. And exhale down. Bring your hands back, very close to your last two floating ribs. Curl your toes under. Sorry, point your toes away. Now push down into your hands as you straighten your arms to lift the head, the chest, the abdomen off the mat. So you're pretty much on your thighs. The top of your feet are pressing down, shoulders are back. Stay there for a moment. Now curl your toes, lift yourself up, go back into a downward facing dog, and then bend your knees and come back and relax in the child's pose. Taking a couple of deep breaths over here. And then slowly sitting up. So just to add a little bit of a twist to our practice, which we haven't yet done, you can place your left hand across on the outside of the right knee. Place your right hand behind the back. Just twist and look over your right shoulder. And use your breath to go deeper into this position. And by that I mean that as you inhale, lift your spine up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Once more. And twist. And then slowly come out of the position. Going for the opposite side. Take your right arm, take it to the outside of your left knee. Take your left hand behind the back. You can place your fingertips on the mat. The other option is to just wrap your arm around the waist and let it go right around. And then look over your left shoulder. 3 breaths over here. As you inhale, lift the spine up like there's a hook lifting you up. As you exhale, you twist into the position. Stay there. Lift up once again as you inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And then slowly come out of the position. Okay, so you're going to cross your legs, come back into Sukhasana. Place both your hands on your knees. Let's keep the back lifted. Gently close your eyes. Let's take a few breaths over here before we end our practice by chanting Om. And then take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. I hope you enjoy this practice. If you do it, do let me know how it goes for you. You can always comment in the section below,
or give me some kind of feedback, what kind of videos you would like to see. Hoping to hear back from you. Do subscribe to the channel. Thank you, keep practicing, and have a great day.